Good evening, and welcome to another edition of the New Black Leadership Coalition here live at CAN Television, Channel 21. That's the New Black Leadership live here at CAN Television, Channel 21. We are so blessed, so honored, and absolutely we feel like we are the luckiest people on the planet that we have this opportunity yet again to get it together, to bring to our people a message of hope, a message of inspiration, motivation, and really of peace, and trying to convey a strong presence in the community and our family, on our block, and around the world. And you, my guest, being a member of the New Black Leadership, one of our co-founders, but beyond that, I am so privileged to have this opportunity to interview, I say, one of the greatest young men that I know, who come from the lineage of a man that I just hold up extremely high, and we're going to get into that. But I am honored, man, to have here in the studios, live in the person, my brother, my friend, co-member of the New Black Leadership, but Fred Hampton, Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. of the Black Panthers. You know, you could say old and new. No, it is the Black Panthers, one of the greatest organizations that have ever assembled. And to have you here, man, you have no idea, to have the spirit in the flesh. Yes, see, sir. I said the spirit, yes, in the flesh. In the studio, folks, share this right now. Yes, if you are tuned in via Facebook, etc., share this right now. I mean, honestly, many of you all tune in, and I love you for your support and etc. But I'm asking you right now to share this with your friends right now, because you're going to hear some information that I'm telling you, you will never forget. And I don't have to be rehearsed. This is, some interviews.
Ain't no script to this.
No, there's no script,
Ain't no script
brother.
to this. Yes, indeed.
There's some interviews, you go and you do research.
Right.
And you want to, find out this and find out that. Man, when it comes to your father.
Shoot from the hip.
All the way from the hip to the heart.
Yes, indeed.
So,
yes, indeed.
Good evening, bro. What's going on with you, soldier?
Good evening to you, my brother. Again, the sentiments are reciprocal. With the introduction you just laid out, I'm honored and humbled to be here, and I just want to reiterate what you just put out. If y'all can, reshare this, post it, let people know to come on, join us. We people's energy, any comments, questions y'all bring in, please do. And I'm ready to roll, ready to make some history, take some history, and tape some history.
I know that's right. Let me just start right now. Folks, many of you all have heard of the Black Panthers. I am a benefactor. I benefited greatly from the Black Panthers. I mean, I'm living in the Robert Taylor home. And some days my mother did not, have the wherewithal. She had the wherewithal, but we was just short, waiting on the check. And so poverty, like today, it was pervasive. Poverty was all over, and children were going to school hungry.
Yes, indeed.
And the Black Panthers took it upon themselves to feed us. So they've been put in this category, and I have never known them. They've never been anything but righteous black men and women, and they fed me every morning, and they gave me positive affirmations, etc. I mean, I don't know nothing but good.
Yeah.
But yet, there haven't been a model to this day like the Black Panthers.
We say, with the Black Panther Party, we say tough act to follow, but we try our best. I'm trying to say we, until the Black Panther Party Cubs, the organization is carrying on the legacy of the Black Panther Party. And it's important that we note that the Black Panther Party is an integral part of our history, that it's not by happenstance that many revisionists of history, whether it be out of nefarious or naivety, attempt to take them out of history or malign them or just dismiss them as a gang or something of the sort. But the deal is, it was a revolutionary organization that implemented survival programs. Programs such as that, as you just mentioned, the free breakfast program, a program that was not birthed out of a sentiment of charity, but a program to get people involved in fighting for their own self-determination. Chairman Fred Sr. would talk about how the people started coming and supporting the programs, endorsing the programs, and this, the people themselves would run these programs. This was the free medical center, the free busing programs, the prison, the free clothing program. Again, these various survival programs, and it's a strategic move to take that out and wipe it down and wipe it out. So even today, the work that we're doing right now today, the Black Panther Party Cubs, we have the triple C's, which is children, community, and Cubs. Children, community, and Cubs. Every Saturday, we hit the heart of the most disenfranchised neighborhoods. Where we, the park on the west side, Columbus Park, Garfield Park, you name it. In fact, this past Saturday, we was right there in 56 and Wood, the Inglewood area. We're going to be there again this Saturday. And not only just providing the food for the people, but intertwining with some political education and being innovative with it. Because a lot of times we say terms like political education, people think you come with some sort of dogma or elitism talking over their head.
Right.
But intertwining in their everyday basic, they day-to-day situations, you know what I'm saying? And right now, which is infamously referred to as Chirac, which is a war zone. And, it's demoralizing. I mean, just the amount of murders we heard about that happened today, less than the last 12 hours, It's important that for not only our security, but also our morale, that we understand that there are entities that are fighting for our survival. And that's what we say the Black Panther Party was doing, and that's what we say today, the Black Panther Party Cubs, that's what we're doing. Again, fighting for our survival, fighting for that precious entity of self-determination. Because a lot of people say, oh, you just fighting against racism, you fighting people, make people understand what you're going through. We're fighting for self-determination. Absolutely. The right to determine the destiny of our communities. And that's a precious entity.
Yeah, so how could the Black Panthers be a threat to the government? And it's like somebody imposing on America, and imposing on anybody community and doing the things that were done and still are being done to the black community. And these brothers, like Frederick Douglass, or many of the other abolitionists, back in the day, all over, they took a righteous stand to protect the integrity, the lives of our people. And as you said, not only did they do that, but they fed the people food and information. We got a call on the line. Let's take this. You don't mind taking a call?
I'm with it. Yes,
okay.
Indeed.
Hey, good evening, caller. How you doing?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. If you could just speak up a little bit. I think it's something wrong with the sound in it, but just speak up a little bit.
All righty. Can you hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you a little better, but it's faint.
Okay. Mr. Hampton,
Yes.
I had much respect for you.
Thank you.
Much respect for your dad.
Thank
I'm
you.
Mexican American. We need more groups like yours with the Hispanic community, with the Puerto Rican community, with the Mexican community, and with all other communities together. And that's the way to fight this, because we cannot fight one community at a time, one people at a time. As you can see, look what happened at the weekend. 9-year-old boy killed. Where's Rahm Emanuel? He's nowhere around. And if he comes on TV, he's going to cry. And then you won't see him until another 200 people are killed. Well, you know what? The elections are coming up. And we worked hard to put this Mexican-American, African-American, and the like in office. And yet, guess what? Nothing has changed. The only way things are going to change if you and people like you run for office. Then we'll know exactly where we stand. And
Well,
where
thank
we
you,
stand
bro.
right now,
Thank you. And we got the court. Thank you very much for that. Let me just tell you, he already got an office. His office is the street.
Oh, right on for the appreciate the call, and I appreciate the call. And if I just respond to a couple things you said, what you said first. One of the things we pride ourselves on is principal coalitions, scientific relationships. I'm honored to say that we was the Black Panther Party Cubs. We was on the ground in Standing Rock, North Dakota. Principal coalition was comrades Con Hoos and others. Now we have a history, you know what I'm saying, of in fact in Los Angeles we had the Black and Brown Principal Unity Tour with myself and Immortal Technique and others. And so it was Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. who organized the Real Deal Rainbow Coalition. Contrary to what many revisionists try to say, but it was Chairman Fred. And again, principal coalitions. Now, about the second part of your statement, the whole dynamic of electoral politics, you know, especially in this city, this machine politics is something. I've seen it chew up the best of them and spit them back out, you know. So we may get some other forces to go that route. I'm gonna go with sticking with being Chairman Fred. And right now our office is the street, but we still working on getting us an actual office building. But our opposition with that is the state. They can't if they make you, they can break you. Like, they can't come out no slander campaign tomorrow and say, well, he can't be the chairman no more because the people designate me to be the chairman. So we have to get somebody else to do their part, but that elected office. You know what I'm saying? This city here, that's a nasty machine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Let's
thank
take
you for
another
the call.
call.
Right on call.
Thank you for that call. Hello, caller. How you doing?
Yes, good evening, gentlemen. And this is strictly for the guests. Listen, back in the day, your old man was tight. And there's also another name people have forgot about, Marion Stamps, another tight woman that helped your father. Let me tell you something. Those was the good old days. And now this is to the host. Let me tell you, partner, you're always talking about leadership and anything else. You won't ever, never, ever see what went on then, what will go on now with black people. It's a dream. It got to a point, black people is always looking for something to take me out. Again, I'm honoring you, partner. Your father was straight, and like I said, Marion was straight. I don't know what happened to the daughters and her auntie, the secretaries. I don't know if they still around. But listen, I honor you. I know of you. I know of your father. Again, thanks a lot. Let me get out the air so I can hear your response.
The shoulders, hey.
Hey, right on. Thank you for the call.
And everybody knows that we know that when we say new black leadership, there's nothing new under the sun. But this is a new effort, a new vision, new energy. But we understand the shoulders, the very tall shoulders that we stand on. And we're using the same principles. There ain't no new principles. They are those principles. They took a stand, and so do we.
The caller brought some flashbacks. Marion Stamps.
Oh yeah, love her, man.
In fact, on the piece "Eyes on the Prize," the section where they talked about the Black Panther Party and Chairman Fred. There's a piece of Marion Stamps said something to the effect that they told the state, the police, they came like a thief in the night and they snatched, Chairman Fred's life. And in fact, the last time I talked to when I was talking to Marion Stamps, I was in Cook County Jail. When I was in Cook County Jail, locked up on trumped up charges they given me in 1992, and she had came to visit. And we talk about even the support she and others did with the Free Fred campaign. So definitely right on for acknowledging.
How old was your father? How old was
he was 21.
assassinated?
He was 21 years old when he was assassinated, and the FBI started targeting him when he was approximately 14 years old. 14. In fact, the D.C. Bureau had thought it was a typo. The D.C. Bureau thought it was a typo. They thought it was an error that he's 14 years old, and they called to put a tap on my grandmother's telephone. They had seen his organizing capabilities when he took the junior NAACP from about 7 to 300 members in approximately 7.5 month time period.
Oh boy.
So at the age of 19, he became the deputy chairman for the state of Illinois, the Black Panther Party. He was subsequently assassinated when he was 21 years old. But even to the caller's last point too, It's a philosophical tool that we utilize, we reference as dialectical materialism, in which, amongst other things, acknowledges that nothing stays the same. Things are constantly born and disintegrating and dying. And so because 2 minutes ago is history. We respect it, but it was history. So we must, say the core of it, you know what I'm saying? And like in the 60s in particular, a lot of times we look at it as some sort of nostalgia, romanticism, you know what I'm saying? But again, it's important that we acknowledge history and put it in context. What are we dealing with today? Like even to talk about the street organizations, which Chicago was known for. A lot of people call it gangs.
Right.
We call them unpoliticized street tribes, because our position is that the worst gang in this city is the Chicago Police Department. Chairman, you must recognize that right now, the structure has been dismantled. These are cliques now. You have to keep in context the gentrification, the land grab, you know what I'm saying? And the organizations, because one of America's policies when it comes to Detroit, Iraq, Afghanistan, Africa, Chirac, is to create chaos and then restore order. So to talk about even the coalition with these different, the police and the street organizations, you have to keep in context, they have been dismantled. So you have to keep your ear to the ground and say, okay, we might can't do the exact same move we did. Assess what we have and move accordingly. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why we promote unity, and we say that it is absolutely more powerful than an atomic nuclear bomb.
Yes, indeed.
Unity, because if you're not tight, then those other entities, they coming no matter what.
Yes.
To destroy, dismantle that movement. And what threat did he really at 14?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you said he took the
junior
NAACP from
but
7 to 300.
Our unity, it proposes a threat. The deal is, our people having principle unity, it threatens a lot. It threatens an economy. It threatens a lifestyle. If anyone believes that this system is all game or supports us coming together or stopping the crime in this community, you believe that Don King want to stop boxing. Its economy is based on that. Like even like the last convening with the new Black Leadership Coalition.
That's right.
The spirit. This, and it should be noted. I don't want to romanticize that. There were and there will be some contradictions. However, we were able to form some. We got some. I'm still charging from the energy that was there.
Oh yeah, it was beautiful, bro.
But let the history books reflect. There have been attempts by the powers that be to raise up contending dynamics. You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
And it took a lot of this too for us not to force a lot of us to come together. You follow what I'm saying? So the conditions are necessary also. See, like even three things are necessary for people to get conscious or form coalitions: inspiration, aspiration, or desperation. Inspiration, aspiration, or desperation. One of the things that should be noted, the characteristics I noticed, with the convening, even though there were contradictions, there were authentic forces that were there. You follow what I'm saying?
Right.
This is in contrast to what we've seen lately in Chicago and other places. The systems try to create a lot of the GMOs, government-made organizations. So what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So even I know one of the characteristics that was there, even though there are contradictions, there were authentic contradictions. In other words, I'm saying, I tell people, I say, even it's authenticity, we can work with that. You follow what I'm saying? If a boxer got another boxer and they don't like each other, if it's authentic, they can fight. But if you fight some abstract like just shadow boxing, I can't deal with that. You follow what I'm saying? So one of the characteristics that was noted that was there was now we can see how some real deal conversations.
I love that analogy. We're going to take another call.
Yes, sir.
Excellent.
Yes, sir.
Excellent analogy. Hello, caller. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. You?
I'm fine. Thank you. Praise be to the Creator.
Okay. Amen. How you doing, Fred Hampton Jr.?
I'm good. And you? I heard you good on that end.
I'm peaceful there, sir. I'm peaceful.
Right on.
I have a question, and I want to know what y'all gonna do about jobs. I feel that there's more jobs need to be created in the Black community.
Yes, good question. That's the resource question, son. We battling with, you know what I'm saying? But we on the case thing. We out there in the community. We holding people accountable, whether it be the construction sites out there. We be out there protesting, getting, calling for opportunity for people to get them jobs there too. But at the same time, we got our ear to the ground. In fact, not just with that. I don't want to limit it to just that. Our position is that any entity that's in our community, it should have some sort of benefit with, you know what I'm saying, with their respective community. In fact, we tell a lot of construction companies they can't build a doghouse in our community that's black folks out there working. But also was an important ingredient that's necessary for us to be able to call, because it's resources, it's jobs, it's opportunities in our community. We just not getting them. So the deal is we need that people pressure. You know what I'm saying? The Minister UEP News said, without the people, revolution is impossible. Absolutely. So we need the support of the people, you know what I'm saying, so we can be a force to be reckoned with, so we're not coming like we begging and pleading, you know what I'm saying? Again, we need the people to be able to call these various entities that's in our community. It's kind of like this, like in Africa. They give us this propaganda. Africa's all bad, ain't nothing over there, disease and famine, so on and so forth. However, you look over there, the ruling class is, white folks is running over there. In Chicago, they say Chicago is bad, killing, so on and so forth. Something got to be good, because you look coming down State Street, it's white folks, University of Chicago, other entities, they coming there. So it's opportunities and resources in there. We have to be a force to be reckoned with. With the organized, so we can call these entities the questions, say anything that's in our community, there should be some sort of benefit to our people that's happening there. And so we're going to give our contact number too, so get up with us so we can start calling. Our contact number 773-256-9451. You can
say it again.
773-256-9451. Hit me at Chairman Fred Jr. at gmail.com. And our blog spot, www.chairmanfredjr.com. Also, we get a Free on My Radio show every Wednesday. That's 6:30 p.m. Central Time, hosted by myself and Lady of Rage. That number is 929-477-3785. You know what I'm saying? So we need get up with us on every Saturday. We get the Triple C's. This is going to be on 56 and Wood. It's opportunities in our community. We need the people right there, so we can call them the questions, so we can open the opportunities up for our people.
We're going to get another caller.
Yes,
hit
sir.
That thing said close. Just the one right there. Good. Go ahead. Is the call on? Hello, caller. How you doing? Hello, caller. Are you there?
How are you?
Cannot hear you.
I'm sorry. I'm going closer to my phone. Can you hear me now?
Still a
A little faint, but we will try.
Can you hear me better?
A little better.
I can change my channels.
No, I don't think it's you. I think it's something going on in the studio. So,
Chairman Fred is my brother. I'm Mama D's son out of New Orleans.
right on. Man, right on.
Yeah, and I'm running for mayor.
Oh, we heard this, that we got New Orleans. You in New Orleans now?
Yeah, with a non-apologetic campaign, I'm running for mayor. Y'all should see my slogan.
what it say?
Straight up equity for black people in New Orleans, period.
So you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful, brother. Wish you well.
Right on. Hey, I haven't talked to you in a minute, man. Hey, I'm able to get down there in New Orleans. First and foremost, our condolences in regards to your mother, Mama D. We working on getting back down that way soon, man. Back down to the 504. That's good. I'm glad y'all even here to see us down there.
Mama left me the house, so that's what I was trying to tell Fred. We got bedrooms, clean linen, towels.
So you're right.
Boy, you got an open invitation, bro.
Oh, man, hey. Ben had one down at that place. Hey, we come through there and Mama D cook us some food and everything down there, no doubt. Yes, indeed.
That's beautiful.
Look, Chairman.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to tell you this.
Yes, sir.
You don't really deal with the political platform in terms of, candidates and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I want to tell you, I shook the world, and I'm about to make history. I came out with my platform saying that we want equity for black people, the black majority in New Orleans, period. Non-apologetic. And the first thing I told them I was going to do was disband all of the Euro 501c3 fix-a-nigga programs and put in those places the nation and all the other working models we got popping in our community.
Dig.
So you know how our people are, you dig? So what I'm trying to tell you is you got the same bedroom you've been had. You know what I'm saying? I need you to come on through.
So you're right.
Come to the meeting and hear me if I got you speaking first. You hear what I'm telling you?
So you're right. So you're right,
brother.
Ready to come, same as it always been. Your room ready, clean sheets and everything. You heard me?
So you're right.
I talked to Mama Pam too.
So
She told me to holler at you, but
yes,
look, give me a call when you get a chance, cause I wanted to run some stuff that we don't need to do on the radio.
So you're right. Right on. Yeah.
Now, who is this beautiful picture on your T-shirt, brother? Let make sure the people can see this. Who is that brother right there?
That's his brother who I got. Y'all hear me quote him a lot. I got a lot of love and respect for him, you know, and the organization he represented. Hey, it's a tough act to follow. We're trying our best. This is Chairman Fred Hampton Sr., Deputy Chairman of the Illinois chapter of the Black Panther Party, who was assassinated along with Defense Captain Mark Clark, December 4th, 1969. And
some of the worst terrorism
and
that have ever happened in America, the world, period. The most beautiful black men and women who stood up and took on a big cause. And he would be forever. And I'm telling you all that are watching this and checking us out, go and read more material on that brother. Go and check out some of the videos because he laid it out, man. You would say, but man, with that spirit, with that program, we should not be struggling in our community.
This is not just my biological father, but also one of our political fathers. And I said I'm a Black Panther Party cub by birth and by battle, you know, and I feel fortunate falling from the tree of two freedom fighters, Chairman Fred Hampton, also over Cool and Jerry. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, well, brother, let me tell you something. We got a couple of minutes left, and I want to give them to you, man.
Oh, wow.
Send a message out there to the people, brother.
Whatever
you want to say as it relates to the work that you all are doing. Nay, you just had a call from New Orleans.
Hey, down in the 504.
Who gets a mic? Who gets a call? And then they can go and the guy linen and stuff already.
Hey, real talk, you know, and just brought back memories from the call of Brother Byron and all. Coming to New Orleans also just, we coming up on August too, and I hate to use this term anniversary, but embarking up on, you know, saying another act of terrorism, what a lot of people euphemistically refer to as Hurricane America. You know, so we say no, it's we call Hurricane Katrina.
Right,
we say Katrina ain't kill nobody. You know, we call it Hurricane America. So I know they're gonna be organizing, you know, some not anniversary acknowledgement. You know, and never forgetting that date what happened down there, you know, in New Orleans and other places. But yes, indeed. So we still connected down there. I look forward to get. I'll be contacting you with Brown there 504. Yeah, we did down there with me and some others down there too. But we gonna be this Saturday also coming up with Triple C 56 and Wood, August 30th. Chairman Fred Hampton Way, 2337 West Monroe. We need y'all there August 30th. Put that on y'all calendar. That's the Chairman Fred Streets Party. What's the call? Free them all.
Thank you, brother. Let me say, thank you all for tuning in to the new Black Leadership Coalition show right here on CAN Television every Tuesday. And we'll see you next Monday at Intellectual Radio, same time, 7 o'clock. Thank you, Brother Fred Hampton Jr., Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. Peace and love to you all that tune in. And please share this right here. That conversation is worth $1 billion, if not more, $1 trillion. Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Talk to you soon.
Power to the people. Yes, indeed.